He's like a one-man economic stimulus. The king is coming home. And if you're not a basketball fan, you have to love how much money and how many jobs LeBron James creates for the local economy. Good evening and welcome to Newschannel 5 at 11. I'm Michael Baldwin. Tracy is off tonight. LeBron James has a very real, very strong impact on the economy of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. Tomorrow, we will find out how much. That's when Cuyahoga executive Ed Fitzgerald will hold a news conference to discuss what the King's return means. When James left 4 years ago, a number of experts weighed in. They say the Cavaliers with James are a very winning team, very marketable and capable of generating nearly $50 million to the local economy. That's a lot of jobs, folks. And in the playoffs, that number can triple to $150 million. We'll let you know what the county executive says tomorrow. And Akron will also feel an economic boost, but in the Rubber City, the King's departure and return has been felt on a different level. It's where he's from. There's an emotional investment that might run a little deeper than other places around Northeast Ohio. We sent Kristen Volk there. She's just back from Akron. And Kristen, what'd you find out?
Well, Michael, it is a very different attitude down there. People are very supportive of LeBron in Akron, and people told us tonight that their reaction to LeBron's departure 4 years ago was a far cry to the anger that Clevelanders felt, and now they're happy to have their hometown hero back.
Double fry ring, rib sal, French crew, go, please.
It's Sunday night at Swenson's in Akron, and the energy is amplified. The enthusiasm is ramped up.
Hey there, miss. All right, here we go. We couldn't be more thrilled that the king has returned to his throne.
The sign out front says it all. Welcome home, LeBron.
And he knows he's welcome here anytime he wants. We just hook him up with all the Akron love we can give him.
Down the street, there's much love for LeBron, too.
I'm happy he's coming back.
Camarage Hill cracks a big smile. The 14-year-old is a huge LeBron fan and has rooted for him all along, even when he left for Miami.
I was happy. He got to go and win championships. So.
That's how Adam Rivez feels, too.
We accepted it. We want, what's best for him. And at the time, that we feel that really was so. But he did what he had to do down in South Beach, and he can take his talents back up here to the north.
No matter where he went, I'm okay with it. It's a business decision. I'm a LeBron James fan.
Tony Sutton is an Akron police officer who patrols the west side, the area where LeBron grew up. He says the mood here has never wavered.
So he's from Akron, so he's one of ours. So we're going to support him wherever he goes.
Marquise Flynn is such a LeBron supporter that he says he would have been okay if his idol stayed in Miami to win one more championship. But
we would love to welcome him back.
That love is reverberating across this entire town.
We just want to embrace our prodigal son and just welcome back to the 330.
Adam Rivez from Swenson's told me tonight that he already has 22 tickets to Cavs games and can't wait to welcome LeBron home, cheering him from the stands. Michael?
All right, Kristen, thank you very much. All right, Bishop Prince J. Moultrie of the In Touch for Christ Christian Center in Cleveland used the return of LeBron James as a teaching moment during his sermon today, reminding people of the power of forgiveness.
See, the sermon today is not about LeBron per se, but about how the power of God can use anybody, anything, in any situation and turn it all the way back around. The letter was brilliant. It was warm. Gilbert sitting down with them, coming to grips with, I was impulsive. I said some things I shouldn't have said. See, all that is God working because God is God and God does what he wants to do, how he wants to do it, when he wants to do it, how does he want to do it.
The bishop told parishioners before they can expect a favor from God, they must be willing to forgive. He says LeBron's return is bigger than basketball and there is love in the air. Well, LeBron's back. Johnny Manziel wears the brown and orange, and the Indians are chasing another playoff appearance. Cleveland has become the center of the sports universe. Area sports fans hope this is only the beginning of the Northeast Ohio sports momentum. At Olmsted Falls Village Green Park, fans are pumped up about Cleveland pro sports.
I'm excited. I'm happy he came back. I think it's amazing. I love Johnny Manziel.
Johnny football got it going, and LeBron is coming back, so looks like we're going to do okay.
With Cleveland receiving national and international attention, fans weigh in on whether Northeast Ohio will now become a destination for future top-tier athletes in all sports.
We're definitely hoping so. I mean, we would like it to be. I think so, especially for football and basketball. I think we'll bring in many more high-class free agents because they're realizing Cleveland's on the up and up for sports.
Miami, LeBron paid no state income tax, and we have horrible taxes here. So there's a lot of issues bringing those big free agents here because they're giving up 7-8% of their income to live here. So that's a big deal.
People from here understand what a special place Northeast Ohio is. Cleveland sports passion is as intense as a slam dunk.
I think we really drive athletes to get better and want to bring a championship to the city.
We have a lot here. If somebody wants to come and help bring us a championship, they could be like the toast of the town here.
All right, with LeBron now back, the Cavs are trying to bolster their roster with some big names. Mike Cairns will have the latest coming up later in sports. All right, Jason is here. Jason, we got the big July cool down. Is that coming?
Yeah, it is, Michael. As we head through this week, we're going to either fast forward the calendar to about September, October, or rewind it to about April as we head towards the middle of the week. But as I mentioned earlier at 6 o'clock and just tweeted out, if we're going to have a cooler than average, much cooler than average air mass come into town, I'd rather pick mid-July instead of midwinter. So here we go. Not much going on right now. Showers, thunderstorms here across southeast Ohio. We're talking about Athens over towards Marietta, moving into West Virginia. Currently, as we head off to the north and west, this is the cool air that I'm talking about. So tomorrow, I think another relatively warm day. Temperatures near 80, seasonable. But once the front comes in, and that's going to happen during the day, afternoon, into the evening, we are really going to tap into some cool air. Air that we should normally see, as I mentioned, more like April and May with temperatures for highs potentially not getting out of the 60s. We'll break that down in just a moment. Hour by hour for the rest of your evening into the overnight hours, we're looking relatively quiet. Quiet start to our day tomorrow. Don't need the rain gear. However, you might want to just put it in the car just in case with showers in the forecast. I'll break down our chances tomorrow and beyond. Michael.
All right, buddy, thank you. The Cleveland FBI is working with Newschannel 5 to highlight ongoing crimes that you can help solve. Agents are looking for the man who robbed the Ohio Savings Bank on Lee Road in Cleveland Heights on May 17th. He's a black man in his 30s, about 6 foot to 6'2", weighs about 200 pounds. He took steps to disguise himself, but agents are hoping someone will recognize his stature or outfit.
His face was kind of covered up with a gray hoodie that he had pulled tightly. But if people can even look at the clothing, and if they recognize the clothing, the backpack, or this individual's mannerisms, we would appreciate a call.
Anyone with information about the Ohio Savings Bank robbery should call the Cleveland FBI at 216-522-1400 or call Cleveland Heights Police. A reward is available, and you can stay anonymous. All right, we have an update now on a story we first told you about last night at 11. The driver of the SUV that crashed into a swimming pool in Lakewood during a pool party yesterday has been arrested. The 46-year-old Lakewood woman faces charges of OVI. She'll be in court tomorrow morning. Witnesses say the vehicle barreled through a fence and into the pool as people were swimming during a party. Luckily, no one was hurt. All right, if you have homeowners insurance and car insurance, you saw your rates go up last year, but it turns out you're still getting a steal. The Ohio Department of Insurance puts out its figures for 2013. In a nutshell, homeowners insurance went up by 7% and car insurance went up by 3%. Now, premiums for homes on average were $652 compared to $968 nationally, and car insurance premiums were $620 compared to $797 nationally. Well, while we're all focused on LeBron James here in Northeast Ohio, the single biggest sporting event on the planet was played today in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It was the final of soccer's World Cup, watched by more than 1 billion people around the world. Many of you saw it right here on Newschannel 5. Germany defeated Argentina by a score of 1-0 in extra time. More on the game ahead in sports. And let's take a look at some video we just pulled down off the satellites from Argentine TV. There is rioting in Buenos Aires tonight. That is the capital of Argentina. Angry fans, upset with the loss, have taken to the streets. Police are trying to get things under control. We will have more on this story on Good Morning Cleveland. All right, it's a Cleveland classic. Now, one of the most respected dining guides in the world says it's a major reason to come to Cleveland, why the Polish boy is putting Northeast Ohio on the nation's dining map.
I'm coming home,
Man, I just can't get enough of this. And she's an internet sensation. An Ohio toddler's musical welcome home for LeBron James.
That's pretty cool. All right, as far as weather goes, we are still tracking that midweek cool down. I'll let you know how chilly it'll get and how long we'll stay cool in July. All that coming up.